And we go from stopping an alien invasion to flying directly into a sun. I'm not sure how Fox gets his kicks, but there's got to be a safer way than this.
That area's an oven. Don't go burning that R-wing. Be reasonable, Fox.
I'll be careful.
Good luck.
I know you've been waiting to rattle off your little science speech, so go ahead.
Okay. Welcome everyone to Solar. Solar being the name of our very own sun. And our own, you guessed it, solar system.
The R-wing might not make it.
The R-wing might not make it because the surface of Solar is around 3,500 Kelvin. And, you know, the R-wing can only take about 3,200 Kelvin. So, your shields are slowly depleted just by being on this level. So that means that once your shields are all the way down, one hit and you're dead. So you want to fly around and find these silver rings to replenish your shields.
Here we go, because we actually came here from Katina. Bella's going to help us out by shooting down some rocks. Thanks, Bill.
That's good. Now you see these waves of lava that you're, flying by?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually, like, for the N64's days, that's amazing graphics. Like, this whole landscape you're flying across is one giant vectorized mesh. And, like, all these little points that you see will actually rise and fall. Sorry, I'm just, not to be a graphics whore, but for the N64 capabilities, this is actually some pretty impressive stuff.
No, that's the good kind of graphics horror, though. You know, you're appreciating what's there. You're not, like, saying other games are inferior, right, games that came out at the time, because they didn't have this kind of thing. I mean, look at Mario 64, for example, which came out, I believe, a year or so before Lilac Wars. Lethal Lava Land, for example, looked nowhere near as good as this.
Yeah. Now, you see these weird bat creatures flying around. That's interesting because
I think I know where you're going with this.
yes, Andross, as a bet, constructed a biological creature that can survive in this environment. Don't know how he did it, don't care, but he did it.
Yeah, it's like one day at the Cornerian Institute for Rapidly Developing Science or some shit, I don't know. This guy was like to Andross, hey, I bet you can't create a creature that can survive on the sun. And Andross was like, you know what? I'm going to take that bet. Millions of dollars later, he was $10 up, so I think we all know who won that bet.
Yeah, Andross won like $10 out of the whole thing. And what's weirder is that these little bats that we see flying, or dragons or whatever we see flying around here, those aren't the creatures that I'm talking about. That comes much later as the boss of the level. So what? All these little bats flying around, I don't know what those are. Those, maybe Andross created those, but I don't know.
Yeah, worked his way up.
Yeah, basically. So anyways, Solar is actually a red dwarf, which means that it's a sun that is slowly dying out. Holy shit, you almost died there. That was crazy. Oh my god! That's the creature I was talking about!
Every time I see this guy, he just reminds me of Cypher from Pokemon.
Yeah, so Andross created this creature as a bet, saying that I could create something that could survive on this planet.
I don't know if that's canon. That might just be our interpretation.
No, it's totally canon. So anyways, this Solar being a red dwarf basically means that Lilac being the sun and Solar being a dwarf star makes the Lilac system a binary star system.
Oh, okay.
There are 2 stars in it. Now what's weird is that for every other game, Solar is referred to as a star. For Star Fox Command, it's referred to as a planet. So, once again, the Star Fox franchise is all like, hey, we don't know what we're talking about.
Inconsistencies.
Inconsistencies.
We need another reboot, mate, because then at least we'd get another fucking Star Fox game!
Right?
Makes me so mad my head could explode.
His head just, like, blew up.
Maybe it's not the best thing to have something that can go supernova on something that could also go supernova.
That was good. That was really good.
Okay, cool. Just fly right near the lava, Fox. Good job. I can see why you're the leader of this team.
I'm having some trouble here.
So we destroyed that creature for why exactly?
Because I believe it could raise the temperature of the planet, maybe affect planets around it.
You worry about your own hide.
I mean, I guess so. I don't feel like Team Star Fox did anything.
Okay, for the purposes of this playthrough, evil thing was there, good guys take him down. Oh, what now? You need justification for playing through the game?
Yes.
Okay, it killed Fox's dad, how about that?
You're just making this up. Welcome to Macbeth, the only Shakespearean planet in here.
Yeah, you know, this is actually the planet where Shakespeare was born, and he wrote the play of the same name.
Great idea, Fox.
Great idea. Actually, General Pepper was on the way, so just thought I'd,
You're going to do the job I'm paying you for? I like that, Fox!
The second time we get to play in the Land Rover, whatever it's called, Landmaster.
Land Rover, fucking Smoovies.
Sorry. What?
I will say this is a massive improvement over Titania, however the fuck you pronounce that. Mostly because it's not all dusty and whatnot, and it has a better antagonist instead of just a big skeleton beast who jumps out of the ground and goes booga booga boo.
It is basically what it does.
And it plays out in sequences as well. As you go along the tracks, you can destroy certain bits of the train, which I've always liked in games. Sequence bosses and all that.
Just shoot it, Fox.
This planet has like a theme to it. Like instead of just being like a giant desert with nothing in it, this actually has like a theme to it. Because this is Andross. This is one of Andross's bases that you're fucking up. And this is actually like the planet closest to the Lilat star.
I believe so. Yeah.
Technically, it should be the hottest, and it should be like the richest in minerals. So that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, especially if you're developing a load of weapons.
Yeah, like a main artillery planet being closest to Venom, it also makes sense. For some reason, this reminds me of like Radical Train. Like Andross's train is speeding up. Uh-oh.
Although, real talk, the boss of this level has some of the greatest voice acting in the game.
Hovering.
Just thought I'd put it out there. Not that you know, since you always go down the easy route.
Like I have played this level before, but I always just ended up going back to balls. Balls,
Balls, mate.
balls, mate.
I always end up going back to balls. Sonic Movies 2013.
So you pretty much just have to destroy the shit out of this train, right?
You don't have to, but it will make your journey along like these little canyon spaces much easier.
Like, is it constantly firing at you or something?
You can take out this little artillery thing. There you go.
Why is everybody inferior to Fox McCloud? Like, he's just like, hey, I'm basically here to fuck shit up. Is that alright? Is that okay?
Oh god, he's got the Landmaster again. You mean Death on Wheels, sir? We don't speak of its code name. Try hovering, like a suggestion. You don't actually want me to hover over these things?
So there are these little bars that come out of the walls that, like, the only purpose I can see them serving is to stop the train. But they, like, come out after the train has gone through. It's like, hey, maybe we can stop the Landmaster even though I can hover. Is the train? You destroyed the train. Where is it?
Dun 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 dun. Mission accomplished.
Yeah. All aircraft report.
Slippy here. Kinda crashed a few times, but I'm okay.
I see the fuel bunker on the right side.
Oh, I should probably mention this now, since we're not going to be taking the hard route warp. There'll be a bunch of switches coming up, and there'll be a few on the right side of the track, and a few on the left. You're going to want to take them all out, and it's actually quite tricky, especially the first time you play through the game.
But you're not taking any of them out.
No, sir. Well, maybe accidentally.
Why aren't you doing that, Tom?
Because we're not going to the hard route on this one.
Yeah, but you could have like shown off and then selected, you know, a different route to go.
I'd rather focus my efforts on the boss, Mr. Pedant Movies.
So here's the boss. Some dude who's attached to the train through an umbilical cord. He's like a baby that's still attached to its mom.
Yeah, hardly the most threatening of bosses, but this guy can hit pretty hard, so you want to be on your toes and barrel roll left and right as much as possible, really.
Step on the gas.
What, do they have a Texas in space or something? Space Texas?
Space Texas.
What you want to do immediately is aim for the claw, because it can do this really nasty dragging attack, which will do a lot of damage to the Landmaster if it hits.
Oh yeah, that's the main reason why I could never complete this level. They could just keep killing me and I'd be like, fuck it, I'm done.
I don't know about you, Smoothies, but the guy is riding in the train. That's fine. He sends out this robot, which is connected by a cord to the thing he's driving. What happens if there's a slight malfunction and it crashes? What happens if a guy comes along in a tank and shoots it down and it crashes?
None of what you said just made sense to me, so I'm just gonna say magic.
You're operating on Andross logic, well, where everything is a good idea, really. Create a lava monster? Sure. Turn myself into a giant brain? Sure. You know, attach a robot to a train that I'm currently driving? Perfect.
Star Fox 64! Buy it!
Travel back in time if you have to.
There you go. And he goes boom. Everything in this game goes boom. Welcome to Star Boom 64. Boom.
Well, that's what you get for not detaching from the fucking thing that was flying towards you. Mission complete, you killed a guy. Congrats, you murdered him.
He's just like traveling on the side of the tracks. What are you doing?
Fox, are you okay? I'm feeling a bit unbalanced right now.
Oh, there we go. I'm good now. Where's Slippy? Did he die? Oh, no, everybody's here. Okay.
No, that's my original character, Blippy. Okay, folks, that was the medium route. Not much to say, so please join us next time in Star Fox 64, where we head to the final route of the game, hard route, and where hopefully we can finally avenge James McLeod. We'll see you then.
He's dead. He's dead.
Never coming back. Fox is an orphan.
I'm so alone.